Across the sweeping African plains and the remote forests of Southeast Asia, far removed from human civilization and immersed in the wild, if you lower yourself to the ground and feel the earth tremble beneath you, if you hear heavy footsteps coming closer, it's very likely that a colossal creature is approaching. A creature of extraordinary size, scarcely matched in history. A living legend, a gentle giant, the largest land animal in the world, the elephant. Truly, elephants are the ultimate giants. A fully grown elephant can stand up to 13 feet tall and weigh as much as 7 tons. Among all living land animals, it has the largest body, and in all of history, only its long-extinct ancestor, the mammoth, was larger. Elephants are the sole surviving members of the order Proboscidea, having evolved from primordial relatives some 60 million years ago. Toward the end of the Paleocene, before diverging into a distinct lineage, their ancestors lived in aquatic habitats. These were marine mammals, closely related to today's sea cows, dugongs, and manatees. Modern elephants first appeared around 3 to 4 million years ago, during the mid-Pliocene. Even today, traces of their aquatic heritage remain, such as their forelimb structure and the position of their testes, which are located in the abdomen. Today's elephants fall into 2 distinct genera: Loxodonta, African elephants, and Elephas, Asian elephants. Asian elephants, Elephas maximus, are smaller, with smaller ears, a convex or flat back, smoother skin with patches of depigmentation, and a single finger on the tip of their trunk. By contrast, African elephants, Loxodonta africana, are much larger, with bigger ears, a concave back sloping toward a fuller belly, rougher skin, and a flatter head. The African genus is further divided into 2 species, the forest elephant and the savanna bush elephant. While differences are subtle, forest elephants are smaller, closer in size to Asian elephants, with straighter, pinkish tusks, more toenails, and rounder bodies. The savanna elephant is the iconic image of Africa, roaming diverse habitats from the Sahara's edge to swamps, grasslands, lake shores, snowy mountains, and dense tropical forests. Asian elephants typically inhabit rainforests and scrublands, whereas African elephants favour expansive grasslands or dense tropical forests. Their diet is entirely herbivorous, consisting of leaves, grasses, shoots, bark, branches, roots, and fruits. Their trunk, strong and flexible, enables them to grasp branches and foliage and bring it to their mouths. An adult elephant can consume up to 140 kilograms, 300 pounds of food and drink, up to 150 litres, 40 gallons of water per day. They feed mainly in the early morning and late afternoon, resting under shade when the sun is highest. Despite popular belief, elephants sleep only about 3 hours a night, often dozing while standing. Born with a sterile digestive tract, needing gut bacteria to break down tough vegetation, they acquire these microbes by consuming their mother's dung. Like other massive herbivores, elephants grew so large to process low-nutrient plant matter effectively. Elephants' limbs support their tremendous weight. Their forelegs lengthen and thicken for extra height to reach high branches, while their feet flatten and spread. Their lower jaw works in tandem with the trunk. Strong, yet flexible muscle bundles enable the trunk to perform myriad tasks: breathing, touching, grasping, digging, and bathing. It can even serve as a snorkel when wading through deep water. The trunk's sense of smell is 4 times more acute than a bloodhound's, and its prehensile finger, 1 in Asian, 2 in African species, allows precise manipulation. A damaged or shortened trunk severely impairs an elephant's survival, making it one of the largest skulled animals on Earth, supporting the weight of that powerful trunk muscle. The thick skull also aids in digging for water, stripping bark, and serves as a weapon, in male-to-male combat. Ritualized but sometimes fierce battles for dominance. Their tough hides, adapted for harsh temperatures rather than saltwater corrosion, can be up to 1 inch thick, though wild African elephants often appear darker brown from habitual mud baths used for cooling and sun protection. After a mud bath, they throw dust onto themselves, which dries into a protective layer against heat. An elephant's ear is a network of tiny blood vessels in a very thin flap, ideal for dissipating body heat. The larger the ears, the better they regulate temperature in hot climates. Newborn calves have brownish or reddish hair on their heads and backs, which they lose as they mature, though some patches persist near the tail, chin, genitals, ears, and around the eyes to protect delicate skin from parasites and dust. Thanks to their upright stance and limb positioning, elephants can stand for long periods without fatigue. Their forelimbs bear about 60% of their body weight. Unlike other quadrupeds, elephants only walk or briskly walk, what looks like running, aided by thick fat pads on their feet that let them bounce up to speeds of 11 miles per hour, 18 kilometers per hour with minimal noise. They're also excellent swimmers. Scientists have recorded them swimming continuously for 6 hours without touching bottom. Though small relative to their bodies, an elephant's brain is still the largest of any land mammal, about 4 times the size of a human brain. Their temporal lobes process sensory data and problem solving. Elephants can live 60 to 70 years. The oldest recorded died at 86. Elephants profoundly shape their ecosystems. By uprooting trees, they can transform forests into grasslands in hours. Waterholes dug by their trunks attract numerous other species. As they migrate, sometimes covering 19 miles, 30 kilometers or more daily, they disperse seeds in their dung, transporting them across vast distances. Many smaller animals, like monkeys and dung beetles, follow elephant trails for food and protection. Elephant herds are matriarchal. A herd is led by the oldest cow, followed by her daughters. When herds merge, often up to 37 individuals, they form larger clan gatherings during migrations. Asian herds tend to be smaller than African bush herds. Adult bulls live separately outside the herd's territory, sometimes joining bachelor groups or approaching female herds when females enter estrus. Bulls in must, a periodic condition marked by rising testosterone, become highly aggressive. Males detect receptive females by the scent they emit. Bulls are considered mature at 15 to 20 years when testosterone surges up to 60 times normal, boosting mating drive but also aggression. Must behaviors include secretion from the temporal glands, fluid running along the face, frequent urination over the hind legs, head swinging and ground scraping. Although hormonal cycles occur year-round, mating peaks in the rainy season. Courtship may involve a bull placing his trunk on the cow's back, followed by brief copulations repeated until fertilization. Gestation lasts up to 22 months, the longest for any land mammal. Usually 1 calf is born, twins are rare, often at the end of the rainy season. A newborn stands about 80 centimeters, 2.6 feet tall, and weighs around 120 kilograms, 265 pounds. Calves are mobile almost immediately, and mothers guard them closely for days. Other females help with nursing and care. Weaning begins at 3 to 6 months, but calves may nurse occasionally until age 2. Young elephants play constantly. Females chase each other, males mock fight, while adults discipline them gently with trunk taps or nudges. Touch is a primary communication. Trunk entwining, trunk to mouth, or trunk to genitals contacts convey social information. They also trumpet from the larynx, sometimes resonating through the trunk, for excitement or distress. For long-distance communication, they use infrasound, 14 to 35 Hz, which can travel more than 6 miles, 10 kilometers. They also send seismic signals. Stamping feet in a frozen stance transmits ground vibrations through their padded feet, akin to how toothed whales use fatty tissues to channel sound. Elephants demonstrate self-recognition in mirrors, use tools, like branches, to swat insects, and possess remarkable spatial memory over large migratory territories. Elephants live 60 to 70 plus years. Their ecological role is vast, shaping vegetation, creating waterholes, and dispersing seeds, supporting countless other species. Yet, orphaned calves lose herds and fall prey to lions, hyenas, wild dogs, or tigers. The greatest threat remains humans. African elephants are vulnerable, Asian elephants endangered. Their populations have halved in the last 60 years due to habitat loss and illegal ivory poaching. Ivory, made largely of dentin with nerve fibres, cannot be removed from living elephants without severe harm. Legal ivory trade permits only naturally deceased ivory, but illegal killing persists. Historically, ivory was prized for piano keys, billiard balls, and luxury crafts. Since ancient times, humans have also domesticated elephants for work and entertainment. Today, they appear in zoos and circuses, practices criticised as cruel, with captive lifespans often shorter. They remain invaluable for hauling heavy loads in rugged terrain where machines fail. Elephants served in warfare. Hannibal famously crossed the Alps with 38 elephants to threaten Rome. And Indian rulers used Asian elephants to project power across kingdoms. Wild bulls in Mus can attack humans fiercely. In India alone, elephants kill over 100 people annually. Globally, attacks account for about 400 human deaths each year, sometimes as retaliation for past abuses. Despite their reputation for patience, elephants now teeter on the brink of extinction as human activities encroach on their habitats. Their future is uncertain, but today, and for hopefully many tomorrows, elephants remain the noble giants of our wild world. A new era challenges the wild, yet elephants endure as the majestic titans of the planet's wilderness.